Hello, Crystal, Kelly, Brenda. Hi, April. Hello from the UK. Hello to the UK. I brought a snack. It's Cool Ranch Doritos. Ben loves them. All right. So, hi, Inga. I have a list of questions here that were asked through the Google Doc. So thank you to everyone who sent in a question. I'm gonna try and go through those. If you guys have a question, type it out and then copy it if you can, and then paste it again later if I miss it, so you don't have to retype it, because I'm gonna try and take this slow and not get overwhelmed with all the questions. So, hello to everybody. Thank you for joining. I'm just gonna continue holding this chip for him. Okay, so one of the questions was hello, so hello. I giggled. I Googled. Do I ship to the Caribbean? Yes, I ship internationally. What size zippers am I offering? 5-inch. Shauna, heck yeah. Someone said, what is your all-time favorite bag to make? Crystal said, I'm not a sewer, but I'm obsessed with your videos and they've convinced me that I can now be an expert seamstress. You can be. You got this. Whoop. Yeah, it's probably the Emily bag, to be honest. Only because it is so versatile and I can change it up however many ways. But I think my first love was the Charlotte bag by Swoon. What is the least favorite or most difficult I have made? So to no fault of the pattern, but the first one that comes to mind is the Ruby bag by Bagstock. Nothing wrong with the bag. We had some issues. So that was a live video that was in So Whatever from a few years ago. Should I put multiple pulls on zip yardage? How? Mine just arrived and they are gorgeous. Oh, cool. You can attach them all at once and then just kind of scoot them down as needed, or you can cut it and add as you would like to. Hopefully that's what you meant. Someone said, what is your favorite bag to make right now? Probably the Fierce Kitten Studios messenger bag, the Mighty Messenger. We went through making a bunch of those and I want to go back to it. I never started hating those. Lisa, the zipper by the yard will be restocked, but it is not stocked at the moment. Yes, thank you, Kira. I don't need to hold this chip anymore. We're just gonna set that there. He's gone. Someone said, how do you do your zipper pulls with your scraps? I'm not quite sure what that meant. Any hints for fabric? Ooh, I don't even know. Okay, Tamara asked when or where do I get my vinyl? So the best online sources that I found are Bodio, My Punk Broidery, fabric.com has some decent ones. I feel like there's more. Oh, EBS Fabrics has some really fun ones. So those are the big ones that I can mention. He always asks where Ben is. Anita, that's amazing. What thread and weight of thread am I using? So I use thread from Sunny Sewing Machine Studios, Sunny Sewing Machine Supply, something like that. Kira could probably post a link. She knows. She probably has it open in her tab right now, stocking that rainbow thread. And it is Tex 70 and Tex 90, bonded nylon and bonded polyester. Would a Juki 8700 be okay for someone who isn't doing production work but for hobby? Depending on what materials you use, the 8700 really isn't as strong as some people think it is, so I see a lot of people who buy it and then want to trade up. So if you work a lot with quilting cottons, do that. What size needle? I use a walking foot and then a size 19 needle more often than not. Thanks a lot for the Bodio, right? Thank you, Kira. So that link, sunnysewingmachines.myshopify, is where I get the thread. God bless you. Where do I buy the glitter vinyl? A lot of glitter vinyl I get from FM stores in Springfield, but my punk broidery has a wide variety of glitter vinyl. And then if you are working more with a domestic machine, you might want to try the glitter canvas because it is super thin. Okay. Where do I buy double-sided tape? From waywack.com. And that is the double-sided leather tape. I do have, someone's trying to start a business selling thread, and is the Evelyn on your list? Yes, especially after making the Davina. I think they're very similar. So I have no idea how to really read patterns, and I'm a visual learner, so I don't make bags unless you have a video to help me out. Hey, it works. Yeah, glitter canvas. I'd have to get up to go get some, and I don't feel like it. Opinion on the Juki F600. Oh, I don't know. What is a bag pattern that you will never get tired of sewing? That does not exist. I will always get tired of sewing something, unfortunately. Can you please explain the process of starting your business? Meaning how to get your business name, etc. How does the process work? So I am probably not a good source to ask. I do this very much as unprofessionally as possible. I'm sure you guys know that I'm not professional. So I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants as I do everything. Yeah. But I got my business name because it is my last name kind of spelled out. And I was actually talking to CJ last night. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I was talking to CJ last night. I'll remember that. But I have to test out the tape to make sure it's good. Why is it you don't want to sew the Denver? My business is kind of just whatever I want to do. So I was telling him, like, I don't know how much longer I can make fandom bags. And maybe I want to move on to more luxury handbags. People go through phases. Or maybe I want to open a shop and do classes, you know, for 5 people. Anything. I was like, but I'm not sure I could still name it More Me No. And he's like, why not? And I was like, yeah, I guess that's true. So no matter what I do, it's my name on it. So anyway, hopefully that was my thought. Why is it I don't want to sew the Denver? I have sewn the Denver and I just don't like it. So if you guys are in Sew Whatever and you can search for that video of me hating it, it's a well-written pattern. It's just not a style that I really like, and I don't necessarily want to make stuff that I don't like. So, fair enough. I definitely want to do a tutorial on the new Sunshine pouch. How do you figure out prices for your bags? So a lot of times you can take your materials and time and multiply it by 3. I didn't really do that. I multiply my materials times 3 on average because you have to take into account your experience level also. People may not want to pay $300 for a bag. So it's kind of hard to judge. I kind of look at something and go, what would I pay for this? Have I looked into Rainbow Hair Clubs yet? No, I haven't had a chance, sorry. So yeah. Have I made the classic zip around? I have not, but I want to. For the website or app where you can make a print for a repeat for fabric, there's something called Adobe Capture that not Leah talked about. Me want to know more. That's so funny. What is the worst pattern I've made? I don't know. No, my friend Cindy made that for me. Tamara said, why did you name your cat Ben? CJ named him, and it's Captain Benjamin Sisko. So there is a Denver tutorial, like I said, within the Swoon group. Yes, Josie, good point. That was the worst pattern to make, was a wallet I started in July and never finished. Would I recommend sewing as a business? If it's something that you love, absolutely. But if there are any parts of sewing for a living that you don't like, I can't say I would recommend it. How to get perfect ends on the zipper. Okay, yeah, I can try. Labels restocked. How do you package your bags? So that's a really great question. What I do is I will kind of measure a couple bags that are the same size, which makes no sense, I realize. But I purchase my boxes through Amazon. They also have them at Walmart, Target, you can ship through. Thanks for waiting for me to be awake. Oh, perfect. Was this like a good time around the world? Probably not. And I get packing paper from IKEA because it's free. And I just use a lot of packing paper. I also just recently had manufactured these like handcrafted drawstring dust bags that I ship them into, so it looks fancy. Not sewing related, but how did you make the perfect eye wings? I went overboard, that's for sure. Do you think a domestic sewing machine can handle making the bags? I think that all depends on the kind of interfacing that you like to use, unfortunately. What exactly is waterproof canvas? So it's a canvas that's lined with a waterproof backing. Tabby. So she asked, what do you keep your bags from getting wrinkled and flat while transferring from conventions? So luckily with the interfacings I've started using, if they get wrinkled, they relax those out. Thank goodness. But a lot of times I'll actually shove bags inside of each other. I think Tammy started doing that when we were packing, and I was like, this is genius. So like each bag, as they fit inside of each other, will help keep its shape. Or I will shove them with IKEA bags. Makeup tutorials. I think a lot of people would be like, I don't want to see that, because I did do one. The Angelina tote, but would never try to make it without a tutorial. I have not seen that one, but feel free to send it. So from what I understand, the difference between PUL and waterproof canvas is PUL is a little thick, kind of spongy, and has somewhat of a stretch to it, but waterproof canvas is very thin. Very thin. Luckily my headache is gone. I ate a lot of ice cream and it made it better. I would say if sequins fabric, are you making bags or clothing with it? Cool Ranch Doritos. I'm not a monster. Then they don't need to watch. Lauren said, do you think it's worth the, Laura, ooh, I'm the worst. Do you think it's worth the time to go to conventions? Some conventions unfortunately aren't worth it, but that's just a risk that you take when you sign up. What would you recommend as an alternative to waterproof lining? I'm not sure. You could try using vinyl fuse. I don't think waterproof canvas is necessary for your handbags. I just really like it because it does have that waterproof. Oh, sending love, Inga. Yes, waterproof canvas is washable. Josie washed a bag. When are you releasing your next new pattern? Next? No, I'm just kidding. Do you know how long these types of bags usually last? Ice cream, yes. Oh dear, nothing. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sue. Oh, okay, you make Minnie Mouse ears. I think an 8700, if you're wanting an industrial, would probably do well with those. It's good for lightweight and mid-weight fabrics, and it will sew forever. Shauna said anything except ripstop. 8 yards. Ooh. How do I sew the zippers on so well? Lots of practice. Blackout curtain liner. Yes. I made a cloth bag. Hey, whatever works. Jane said, what are your thoughts on fabric designing and a good way to get started? That is a great question. I love designing fabric. That's honestly like my thing since I started out as fine arts. So I use Procreate or Photoshop, and then on Spoonflower you can actually like create the fabric and repeat and sell it in their marketplace, so then you just get 10%. Just go for it. Vishara, I'll probably cap it at like an hour. Sorry. Would you recommend any other sewing machine? I personally can't because I haven't tried them. I think it just depends on what kind of materials you want to use. Hello, Richard. I won't be doing any live sewing today. I just finished the tutorial for the Davina. I'll get up in a second and show you guys the bag. Here's a little spoiler. But I'm going roller skating tonight. Hopefully I don't fall and hurt myself. Okay. Someone said, who is your favorite sewing friend of all time? Your answer, Tracy. Duh. You're all my favorite. I need a UK base. Yeah, it's true. Someone said, why and where is binding used in a bag? I don't personally, so how do I answer this? Binding in bags is a very useful tool. It's not something I'm good at, so I don't like it, but I would like to someday try it because it is very beneficial when you're making like backpacks. It's helpful when you don't want your lining to be saggy, basically. The Davina was not difficult, no. Okay. How often do you change your needles, or how do you know when to change them? I think they say like for every straight 8 hours you should change your needle. I just kind of change it whenever my tension seems a little weird and I know it's not my tension, or when I hear weird noises or something like that. What are the most popular patterns? The Davina is a purse. How do I name my bags? So how do I name my sewing patterns? They're based on people I know or myself, basically. Or just whatever pops into my head when I was making it. Does it seem that most people shop your booth to buy bag, product, style, or by fandom? Probably by fandom. Oh, hi, Dodie. Yeah, C. Lombard said it changed the needles on my commercial when the Juki starts to shred thread or skip stitches. Does that mean I can bill you for it? I would probably say the most popular fandom is going to be Doctor Who, just because it's so wildly loved all over many age groups. That or Harry Potter. Can we be best friends? We've got chocolate milk. Allison, Dylan, and Teddy. Love you too, Allison. Also, I love chocolate milk. I'm new and need info on interfacing. I want to make my quilting cottons firmer on a bag, but not sure what interfacings to use. I would start with Woven Fuse 2 as a singular and see how you like it for your bags. Otherwise, you could do Woven Fuse and Decaville Light. Do you know of a bag pattern with recessed zipper and zipper pocket divider? Probably the Emily. I would like to know more about the types of fabric that are best for handbag projects. Erica. The types of fabric. That's a really, really hard question about the types of fabrics because it's all about personal preference. Woven Fuse is not the same as 808. Woven Fuse is the same as SF101. And then 808 is similar to Decaville Light, but Decaville Light is like a layer and a quarter. What is the best way to fix a lining that is too big after you've sewn it? I would say to just kind of go over those seams again, just to make sure everything gets a little bit smaller. I get the fabric I use from Spoon Flower. What is the bags that you sew and sell to take more of the alternative events that sell the best? And is this usually based on the weirder style pattern design? I like to use very simple patterns that are quick and easy to make. So those are probably what sell the best. I use waterproof canvas. Is there a project or bag you are too intimidated to try or waiting to develop a specific skill until you do try it? Sandy. That's a really, really good question. I'm going to go with the zip around wallet because I am terrified of it. Yes, these are the questions from the Google Doc that I'm reading here. Oh, Rhonda. So actually in the description of most of the videos, you'll find tons of links. But yeah, a blog post would be helpful. Do you find you make more by selling bigger ticket items or selling lots of cheaper, quicker made items? Cheaper, quicker made items. I know, I need to just do it, but I actually want to like not do it alone. I might be like, hey Kat, I'm coming over, let's make it. She seems to be an expert, you know. Making it with vinyl is easier than fabric. Very interesting. Someone said, totally not bag related. How do you keep your bright hair color vibrant for so long? Does your salon use a specific brand of dye? So I use Overtone or Arctic Fox to revive my hair color, but also not watching it. Hello, Lee. Oh, thank you, Gina. Making a duffel backpack, or a duffel bag. Yes, waterproof canvas. For the person that asked about sewing for a business, I raised 3 children as a seamstress and made more working it as a business. Aww. Do you offer or send freebies of any kind to customers? Midnight Vinyl. I do not send freebies. Sometimes if a customer has had to wait a long time, I will include like a free zipper pouch or something, but I wouldn't necessarily give freebies because it's making it seem like your time can be discounted and people will expect it in the future. A man's wallet pattern, I've not made one, so I can't say. A duffel bag, but with side zippers added. No, I do not. A favorite backpack pattern, I like the Elena by I Think So, or the mini backpack by Doodlebug. Yeah, Maggie55, her patterns are so beautiful, but I'm so intimidated. Like, they just seem, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Midnight Vinyl. There might be some stickers or something small and easy. Yeah, definitely include stickers because people can use those as business cards too. I have a cotton canvas that I want to use in the peekaboo with vinyl on the sides. Oh, that'll be nice. Did you like selling on Etsy? I mean, it was okay, but I didn't do it for a super long time. A specific pattern design software? No, I use Adobe Photoshop. Any tips on Mighty Messenger bag? Not really. The bag pattern is pretty awesome. I like to add extra slip pockets. And then depending on what you use, you don't necessarily need that much foam or fleece. Do you use a special needle and or a lot of glue when sewing with leather? Not necessarily. Should I fuse 2 layers of SF101 or use quilt batting? Yeah, you could definitely do that. Oh. Hi, Tammy. I am in Connor's seat. He's like, what is this? For gift cards, what is the limit when added? I am honestly not sure. I think $100. Do you sell just your fabric? Yes, I do on my website. Where do you recommend to start selling and why? I would recommend honestly through Facebook or starting a Facebook group because there's not going to be any fees involved or anything like that. And then you can kind of slowly start to set up a name for yourself basically. I have not used Oticoat. What price point sells the most? I would say anywhere from $10 to about $45. After that, it's going to be few and far between. Not few and far between, but it's going to be less likely for someone to purchase it, I guess. Do I take care of my website or does someone else, and what is the process in starting one? I use Shopify. That's my favorite, but it's all on me to take care of and set up. Is there pizza left? Yes, and it's yours. If you sell on Facebook, yes, you can ship, and you can send a PayPal invoice. There will be fees for that, or I think you can send through Facebook or something too. So what size hair clips and where do you get them? Wonder clips are great. I use 1.75 inch hair prongs from Amazon. Well, Sally Beauty, but they're available on Amazon. Do you use waterproof canvas on the inside and outside of the bag at the same time? Also, if you use it on the outside only, what type of fabric do you use for the lining? I don't ever use waterproof canvas on the exteriors, only the lining. Do you advertise on social media? Yes, Instagram and no. Do strangers recognize you when I'm out and about? No, absolutely not. I think once at Joann's, a lady was like, oh my God. I was like, what? I know, I'm out of the basement. Hi. Are gaming dice bags something you would ever consider making as a way to get, honestly, no. I do sell neckties, and that's about it. I ask men all the time, like, what would you even buy from me? And they're like, I don't know. So, yeah. I've had one person email me about a men's wallet pattern, and I don't know that I was able to really do it. Is Decaville by Pellon a heavyweight? Decaville Heavy is. You could always try steaming your Lewis. Yes, that is a very good point. Unless it's Louise, I apologize. Queer men do like purses and bags. I did have a guy buy like a $90 Elaine just as a tote, and I was like, cool, thanks so much. But messenger bags are a good man style bag. Yes, you can steam your ironing board and lay the bag on top of it. I'm surprised I've had people recognize me. Non-purse folks, yeah, that's a good point. Typical interview question here, but curious, in this type of business, what type of achievement would you consider a success, and where would you like to see your business grow to in the next 5 years? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do when I wake up in the morning, so that's a really good question. Hopefully just doing the same thing. I don't really call myself like successful, which is weird. It just seems like very adult-y. And I don't feel like an adult. So I'm gonna be like, I'm successful. So as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. You're very good at identifying what you're working on with leather and waterproof canvas. Do you work with other fabric materials in your bag? If so, when? And is it for a reason? For example, I like to use cotton for this flat pocket because not really. I mean, I work a lot with vinyl, waterproof canvas, and just cotton. But yeah. And those are just purses with crossbody straps, yep. Starching the quilting cotton before will help prevent the wrinkles. There you go. Marjorie asked, am I going to be in Springfield again because she missed the last meetup? I'm sure eventually, but I don't need any supplies right now, so probably not. Where do I like to get my leather from? Springfield Leather Co. They do have a website. Peggy Sue also, again, website. Tandy Leather in person. Hello, Stein. Quilting cotton before making it back. Someone said you can starch quilting cotton, but I like to press it. You can add 2 layers of woven fuse, or you can use like woven fuse 2. What thread is your most common? Probably text 70. Oh, perfect. I think 3-ounce and 2-ounce leather is the best or easiest to sew with. Okay. What is your best advice for someone starting a handmade bag business? What would you do differently knowing what you know? Again, I think starting on Facebook is really great. Selling to your friends and family to test out the bags, making sure that your quality is fairly standard or, you know, pretty good. You can't learn unless you have people using the bags, testing it, etc. What would I do differently knowing what I know now? Probably nothing, just because, you know, everything kind of happens for a reason and it doesn't help anybody to dwell on what has happened in the past. So, how to increase sales and exposure to your brand? I mean, honestly, just hustling and working really hard. Social media is a big one, so I use Instagram a lot and using those hashtags, following those hashtags to like other people under the same hashtags. It's a lot of work. So what I used to do, I would sew all day, and then while laying in bed at night, I would just post on social media and all that good stuff. I'm upcycling jeans. I want to make bags that have structure. What interfacing? Probably I would recommend Decaville. The Divina will go live tomorrow. Thank you for doing this Q&A. Aw, thanks, Mary. And then costing handmade products to ensure profit, but realistic price customers are willing to pay for. So I kind of mentioned that earlier too. It's like, look at something and go, what would you pay for it? Think about the time that went into it, and then figure out ways you can cut down that time. So that's something that I've worked on a lot is when I make a pattern out of order, it's to cut down on time. Like I'm in the zone doing this and this. So getting your time down will kind of help. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully this fits the bill. I'm quite curious about vinyl. What types of vinyl are best for bags? Are there certain things you look for when deciding which project to use vinyl for? At this point, I just make NCWs, but I'm looking to start making handbags, and of course vinyl is on my radar. That's a great question. So my taste in vinyl has changed quite a bit from when I started to now, and so I used to go for like mostly marine vinyls, but lately I've really enjoyed the faux leather, the leather-backed vinyls, and so it's pretty much all about how it feels. I do not have a Teflon foot for my machine, but it does work for a lot of people. Mine's just a regular walking foot. Yeah, so I would stick with faux leathers or leather-backed. You don't want to go with anything that has too much of like my brain just went fuzzy. You don't want anything with too much of a fuzzy back. Yeah. It's all about the texture you like though, so it's hard to shop online for that kind of thing, but Bodio has great ones. And then the promo vinyls from My Punk Broidery are apparently pretty good, but I have not tried them. Elizabeth, I pretty much only have the one for my Juki that I use. Chandra, I have made other wallets, but the NCW is the one that's most time efficient to make and sell. People aren't going to necessarily pay $120 for a wallet, and a wallet can sometimes take more time than a bag. So I just don't sell a ton of wallets. Vinyl, how and what to use to interface. I thought it would melt, so always make sure. Yes, I would love to try the Maryland one. I think I purchased it. The foot for my Juki is what came on the machine, because it is an industrial walking foot. So if you are interfacing with vinyl, you want to make sure your vinyl is face down and that your interfacing goes on top. Use a pressing cloth and heat, but don't hold it for too long, or you can use a steam press or a heat press. Thread, we talked about that. Oh, is that it? Oh, come to NC sometime. I did go to North Carolina for a sewing retreat. All right, am I done? Did I get it? Do I make matching items to sell together? Yes, I do. But I don't sell them together. Like, it's optional. Usually I'll be like, oh, and we have a wallet if you'd like to add that too. We made it to match. How do I get my fabrics printed? Through Spoonflower. I did purchase the Mia wallet. I just haven't made it yet. Actually, my friend Tammy, who works with me, she was over one time helping me cut interface, and she was like, why don't you just use your heat press instead of the iron? And I was like, no, that won't work. And then I tried it, and I was like, oh, yeah, well, fair enough. So she may not remember that it was her idea, but I remember that it was her idea. My cat is in love with Ben. Would you make a custom matching bag and purse out of fabric supplied by the customer? A lot of times I don't let people provide the fabric for their order. I used to do that, but I hated holding on to the excess and then trying to figure out pricing as far as interfacing, etc. So I'm not a huge fan of that. At what temp do I use the heat press? About 149 degrees Celsius. No, I do not give discounts if a customer buys more than one thing because it didn't take less time to purchase or make. Yes, the tutorial is filmed and I just need to edit it and upload it. I just did it. No, I have not used wax canvas. It's not really something that I would like to try. Yes, I ship to Germany. Okay. I'm grabbing the Divina. Seems like questions are slowing down. I just looked over in time to see if Loopy Tail mini charged too much. Yeah, I just charge based on USPS pricing. It's all auto-generated basically. Yes, Pam, I want to do that so bad. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yes, glitter canvas, that is on. It's not available on my site again, but it will be in about a week or two. You used a paper that was ironed on and then you peeled it off. Oh, I don't know. So there's the bottom. Here's the back panel. I really wish that I had added, I don't know, like a zipper pocket or a slip pocket back here. So there's the inside. But yeah, it's super cute. I didn't add the crossbody strap, but you could have on the sides. And this is with foam here and here, and then just Decaville light in the side panel. I just love the little bottom of it. It's so cute. But I would have preferred longer straps. Yes, Tracy, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it kind of reminds me of the Sydney bag. No, I do not make dividers for the inside. Those colors are kind of retro 50s. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let me grab the glitter canvas. Okay, so this is glitter vinyl. This is marine vinyl, so it has this backing, and it's fairly thick. And then glitter canvas. This is the Sailor Blue sparkle canvas. It's really, really thin. Karen, I didn't want it to be, like really puffy, so that's why I decided to just do the Decaville. So hopefully you can see the difference of how thin this is. It doesn't really tear, but you do have to be careful when you turn it that you don't, when using leather for thinner leather, would you use Decaville light to add more structure? I love using Decaville light with leather, and sometimes I'll use 809 if I don't mind it to have like that wrinkled look. Good source for Decaville. I like using gotinterfacing.com, but there's also Serial Bag Makers. Why don't I make more handbag patterns? Because they take for flippin' ever. And I just don't have all the time. Okay. Any other questions? Doesn't have an odor to it. Oh, Joann's vinyl sometimes has an odor to it. Yeah, some of them have like a fish smell. It's very strange. I think it's just what it is. Do I ship to Central America? Yes, I ship internationally. However, it is international shipping costs, so whatever USPS says it costs, that's what we charge. I actually do not have any college degrees. I do have some college education, but I decided it wasn't for me. The difference between marine vinyl and promo vinyl, unfortunately, I'm not sure. I haven't ordered much, but I think the promo vinyl is a little bit thinner. Where do I get my woven labels? There's a company called JC Basic. That's where I get it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, college is not for everyone. I just kind of realized that I probably wasn't going to be as, she's bad gangster, as successful in fine art as I would have liked to be. And life was like, yeah, you don't have time for this. Oh, Kathleen, that's a great question. She said, can you make a video on the best place to get supplies and what I have? Ooh. College is not what they tell us it will be. Yeah, it's true. Okay. I will hang out for another 15 minutes if there are any more questions. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been at all this year and I've been meaning to. I just spent a full day in the garment district. Oh, that is so fun. A purse organizer. Because they can be purchased so cheap, I don't feel like I would. The teddy bear is made by my friend Cindy. What is the brand name of my thread burner? It is the Thread Zap Ultra. Can you tell us where to buy waterproof canvas? Yes, from fwdfabrics.com. So you guys, in any of my videos that I post, there is usually a drop-down menu with a ton of links. So feel free to click that little arrow. The first bag I ever made, I tried to make a bowler bag from Swoon, and it wasn't great. It's JC Basic or something like that. Elizabeth, it's true, yeah. The best pattern for a beginner, I would start with zipper pouches. Kira, okay, I'll Google it. Can I insert a plastic water bottle? Oh God. No, I haven't lost any weight. What is happening? How many zippers do I usually purchase for my stash? That is a tough question. So I have 46 zipper collars on hand right now. And a lot more. I think on average I'll buy like 2 yards or 3 yards of a color. That was fun. Ish. Yes, that would be so cute. The peekaboo with sequin fabric in the center panel. It's hard to find zippers by the yard. Where would you recommend to purchase on the website? My Handmade Space is a great source for zipper by the yard, and when I have it in stock, a great source. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. If you guys purchase zipper by the yard, feel free to let me know how you liked it. I'm looking for feedback before we stock again, just because if people are like, no, then I don't want to restock it. Let's talk about the heat press. What should I be looking for? So you want to make sure that you know where you can put it. That will depend on what size you can purchase. I had a 15 by 15 and I decided to upgrade, so I have a 16 by 20 that works great. I don't think it was a peekaboo video, but one right after it when you give a bunch of info on interfacing. I got so confused I about fell off my couch. Yeah, there's a lot. How do I purchase when I order? It's a little confusing for me on your website. So when they're live, you can add them to your cart, but I don't have any in stock right now. Oh, yay, Jacqueline. Oh, yay, the zipper by the yard. It's beautiful, I know. Can you make a video of the Sierra zip top handbag? I definitely want to make one, but haven't had a chance. Love every color, just missing navy. Yeah, I didn't get navy. I got like a darker blue. Yeah, Cheryl. Best price for zipper by the yard. Best place for hardware. No, I'm just kidding. Tracy, I know, right? So there is Bringberry hardware. There is Ning Bags hardware on Etsy. I know Emmeline sells hardware. You know, so many people honestly sell hardware nowadays. Oh, yay. Thank you, Anna. Oh, I'm so glad. I was like, oh, somebody ordered a wristlet. Awesome. Oh. Laura asks, will there be a time we can purchase the zipper by the yard by color? So unfortunately, that is way too much work for us to be able to sell it to you guys at a lower price. We'd have to charge like $3 a yard if we were offering it all the colors at once because of how long it takes. But hopefully we'll be able to like post 2 colors at a time or something like that. So like rose gold black, or every single color in black, and then maybe one other that's oh, what's too much to pay for zipper by the yard? Probably, honestly, like $3 a yard is a lot. But honestly, if it's like metal coil or something specialty, you want to keep that in mind. I tried to purchase a bag, and when I selected it was a higher price. Is it because it's not already made? If it's from me, it could be that it's, I don't know why that would be, unless it's, oh, Cheryl here. Add moderator. There you go. How about a velvet handbags? That's pretty cool. A full. Shauna, a pre-order again is just a lot of work at once. So maybe in between cons we might be able to offer more by the yard, but probably next week. You can always send me an email. Oh yeah, it could be that it was with shipping. But the drop-down menu should have options. As far as hardware goes, if something is showing a higher price than what it is, it's because Rainbow costs more, and for some reason my website shows like the lowest price. So there's that. Jacqueline, so far I only have 2 shows on my roster, and that is C2E2 in Chicago and then St. Louis Geek Craft Expo. Yeah. And I knew going into Zipper by the Yard that it wasn't something I could sell to every single person. The Peekaboo Beauty Bag I charge about $35 for. I don't, you're only allowed to add one more. Oh, okay. Good to know. Come into Arizona. Oh, no, Ashley, no, it's totally okay. I'm sorry. And that's why I tried to, like, tell you other people, too, because I'm not one of those people, that's, like, I mean, I am competitive, but I'm not. There's so many different people that sell things that it's good to know all of them. Nobody owns a monopoly on something, and other people have different and better stuff. So it's always good to know other places as well. We're a community. Arizona, so my sister Emily is actually pregnant. So I'll be in Arizona in like August. So we'll plan a meetup then, and it won't be like a sewing retreat or anything, but it'll just be a meetup out there. Ever done a con outside of the US? No. Would you be coming to Pittsburgh anytime soon? Probably not, unfortunately. Ben, what do you want? He's just looking at me. No, I can't wait till July. Yeah, August. Texas, we're doing Dallas in April. Yeah, no, Cheryl, it's hottest time of the year. Oh, I know. Will the triple zip crossbody with waterproof canvas lining? Yes. Waterproof canvas should be okay on a domestic. I don't know that I would carry a retreat in St. Louis. Would be super fun. Do a con outside of the US just because travel expenses, it would be way too hard. Oh my god, I give up. Oh, Cheryl, it's okay. Yeah, gonna have to get Anne to do that world tour. I did go to Georgia for the past 2 years for a convention, but I just won't. Thanks, Kira. So that's my website, moremino.com. All right, 5 more minutes. Yeah. I am just not a good planner, so that's my thing. What are some of the mistakes you learned from sewing bags? Yeah, that's a great question. Kira, yes! The zippers are here. Bashar, this video will stay up, absolutely. Honestly, how to make your bag last longer is the biggest mistake you can learn, or the biggest mistakes you can make and learn from. So securing your threads, etc. Oh, thanks, Shauna. Yeah, we try to ship fast. How do I keep myself motivated? I don't know. I work hard so my cats can have a better life. Thank you so much for your time and honesty. Oh, thank you, Laura. Oh, England. I want to go to England. Oh, absolutely, Vishara. Yeah, we will do a video. Oh, the clips. So somebody, I can't remember, somebody sent me this clip, this scissor, and I found it, but I just have bobby pins in. You're motivated because you do something you're passionate about. Yes, I do it for the cats. Yay, Kira! I did throw out a pen. Does burning the threads seal them off? Yes, it should. But I have hard days, so I suffer from, I don't know, depression and anxiety. I don't know, depression and anxiety. Said with the biggest smile ever. But yeah, it's bad. I do not sew the clothes, but I do sell them. If you can tell young bag makers, well, one lesson, it would be to test your products. Julia, yes, I do get lonely working alone, which is why I go live to sew. But I do have a friend that comes and helps me. You know, you'll just have to cut us off because we'll stay all day. No, 3 more minutes. The purple and teal ones, yes. The Lauren packs. Yeah, and I definitely want to do, as far as Zipper by the Yard, I want to do more small cuts. Here's a question. Why does Decaville or any other interfacing come off on fabric, like in certain spots? Yes, you should definitely let your interfacing cool a little bit. But also it could be that there's either a flaw in the interfacing or it's just not quite that you heated it up all the way at all parts. It's hard. Interfacing by an iron is so hard. The Made with Magic labels, yes. I love all the woven labels. Take it for roller skating as a cushion. I will not fall this time. What would you tell your younger self from what you have learned? Keep doing it, I guess, but maybe make more time for your friends. Don't be an idiot. Stop dating him. All of those things. What is the best investment being a bag maker that I got? Definitely my rivet press. 100% the rivet press. That was actually what I purchased prior to an industrial sewing machine. Do I work 5 days a week? I work 7 days a week, 365, 24/7. Yeah, take time off for sure. Oh, the magic labels, they're so fun. And I actually, I don't think I have it on my, maybe I do. I want to get your guys' opinion. I think you underestimate yourself. Oh, thank you. A bag mama. Yes, I do ship internationally. Where are my pictures? Oh, photos. Yeah, so I've been trying to think of another zipper pull idea, and I don't want it to necessarily be fandom related, so I thought of this like chevron looking one. This is a terrible sketch, but what do you guys think? Yay or nay? I think it's cute. Oh, Carrie, that's fun. Music keeps me going. Yeah, Vishara. How long did you put your money back into your business before you started making enough not to? Oof, that is a tough question. I would say probably about 3 years. CJ supported me for a while. Okay, cool. How do you balance bag making and family and friends time? That's a great question. So I try, like, I don't make a lot of plans with my friends. They make plans with me. No, I'm just kidding. But I forget. I don't know what day it is most of the time. So having my friends come visit me or text me really helps. Okay, cool. Maybe a handmade zipper pull. I thought about it, but I think I would do handcrafted. So I just haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, exactly. I wanted, yeah, hire Tammy to help for sure. Oh. I only have the one metal handcrafted plate for interfacing. Try an easy press. Yeah. Midnight Vinyl, my friend Josie actually suggested a little Soot Sprite zipper pull, but they are so expensive. And then I know Stitch Wizardry Crafts has tons of Phantom zipper pulls, so definitely check them out. And they have Zipper by the Yard. I haven't tried it, but I've heard it's not bad. Oh, I'm over my time. Yes, I buy all of my waterproof canvas from there. Yes, I do say no to customers. My favorite custom fabric that I've designed. Oh, Kira, that is so awesome. Probably the floral Doctor Who. The more you know. I'm stopping by after work, yes. Okay, but bring me Starbucks, please. What kind of fabric do I purchase when I order from Spoonflower if I send you and order to make a crossbody bag? It would be the linen cotton canvas. Whenever I feel depressed, do I bury myself in bag making? Absolutely. I have a video on where I get the metal tags made. She's only coming for the pizza. The fabric from Spoonflower is a nice thick canvas, yes, but when it's interfaced, it's even better. I mean, I love it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for hanging out and asking questions. There were not as many weird questions as I thought there were going to be, so kind of stoked about that. Hey Bianca, I've got my highlighter on. Thanks. So yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out and all that good stuff, and I will see you later. Bye.